One of the most dangerous phrases people say every day is only 2 words long. I'm fine. Because sometimes I'm fine doesn't mean life is fine. It means you're exhausted, overwhelmed, mentally drained. But you don't know how to explain it without feeling like a burden. And the truth is, many people who seem the most put together are silently falling apart in private. Today, we're talking about the psychology behind pretending to be okay, and the subtle behaviors that often reveal when someone is struggling more than they show. If any of these feel familiar, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means you're human. Pretending to be okay isn't always dishonesty. Often, it's adaptation. Over time, the brain learns which emotions feel safe to show, and which ones feel risky. So instead of expressing pain openly, many people learn to function through it. They continue showing up, continuing the performance, continuing meeting expectations, even when internally, they're running on empty. Here are 5 signs someone may be pretending they're okay. For many people, I'm fine becomes an automatic response, not because they feel fine, but because explaining how they actually feel seems exhausting. When you've spent long periods managing stress alone, your mind often chooses efficiency over honesty. You stop asking yourself how you feel. You start asking yourself what needs to get done. The goal becomes getting through the day without drawing attention to what's going on internally. Eventually, appearing okay becomes more familiar than actually feeling okay. Constant productivity can sometimes be a distraction. Keeping your mind occupied can prevent difficult thoughts from surfacing. Tasks create structure. Structure creates temporary control. And control can feel safer than vulnerability. But when every quiet moment feels uncomfortable, it can be a sign that something deeper is asking for attention. Many people aren't afraid of slowing down because they're lazy. They're afraid of slowing down because that's when everything they've been avoiding starts getting louder. A common pattern among people who struggle privately is minimizing their own experiences. They tell themselves, other people have it worse. I shouldn't feel this way. I just need to be stronger. But comparing pain doesn't make pain disappear. It only teaches you to ignore your own emotional signals. Over time, this can create a disconnect between what you're feeling and what you allow yourself to acknowledge. And that disconnect often leads to feeling isolated, even when you're not alone. Sometimes the hardest part isn't feeling overwhelmed. It's not knowing how to describe why. Emotional fatigue doesn't always come with a clear story. It can feel like pressure without a specific cause, like carrying something heavy that doesn't have a visible shape. So when someone asks what's wrong, the easiest answer becomes nothing. Not because nothing is wrong, but because explaining it feels complicated. And sometimes the words just aren't there yet. Many people learn early in life that being reliable earns approval. Being easy to deal with prevents conflict. Being emotionally low maintenance keeps relationships stable. So strength becomes an identity, not always a choice. But strength without rest eventually becomes exhaustion. Because even the strongest people still need space to feel human. Always being the one who holds everything together can make it difficult to admit when you're the one who needs support. Pretending to be okay doesn't mean you're weak. It often means you've been strong for longer than people realize. But constantly performing strength can become isolating, because emotions don't disappear when they're ignored. They wait, and they ask to be acknowledged when things finally slow down. Being honest doesn't mean telling everyone everything. Sometimes honesty simply starts with admitting to yourself, today is hard, and allowing that to be enough. You don't have to justify your feelings. You don't have to prove your struggles are serious enough. And you don't have to appear okay every moment to deserve understanding. If you've been carrying things quietly for a long time, be patient with yourself. Survival mode helped you get through difficult chapters, but you're allowed to move beyond just getting through the day. Awareness is where change begins. Alpha brain theory is about understanding how your mind works, so it stops working against you. Because real mental strength isn't pretending you're okay. It's recognizing when you're not and choosing to grow anyway. Hit the subscribe button if you're ready to think differently.